Welcome back. We have a 3-goal cushion going into the second leg of the Conference League match against Slovan Bratislava. Can we make it to the last 8? I'd like to think so. And it would be nice not to go 2 goals behind before turning it around for a third time in the Eredivisie. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode number 70 of Going Dutch as we try and turn around a Dutch side that's been relegated from the Eredivisie, in this case Waalwijk, return them to the top flight and leave them as an established side. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode, we have for you the second leg of the Conference League round of 16 against Slovan Bratislava. We are at home at the Man Makers for that one. And then we are take a trip to Nijmegen, where we face NEC Nijmegen in Eredivisie match day 26. And as I said in the preamble, it would be nice not for the third time in a row to go 2 goals behind and come back from 2 goals down to win an Eredivisie match. And those are our tasks for today. And I suspect if we do manage to get through to the last 8 of the Conference League, we will then have a draw. In fact, possibly 2 draws, one for the quarterfinal and one for the semi-final. More of that later in the episode. But if you do enjoy today's video, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, and of course, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the series. Let me know what you think of the tactics and so on and so forth. And just down below, and don't forget, everything that you do by clicking on those things helps me here on the channel immensely. And a big thank you to all those who have subscribed and all the rest of it previously. Much appreciated. Thank you very, very much. Right, let's get into it then. I don't think we need to recap too much, do we? Slovan Bratislava is our first game, a UEFA Conference League, a round of 16, second leg. The first leg, of course, 4-1 win. And we went a goal down to Sabanic after 5 minutes, but then De Leon, 2 from Stevanovic and 1 from Elatim, giving us a 4-1 lead at half-time effectively in this particular competition. And the last 8 hopefully is something that we can look forward to. As mentioned also, we went 2 goals behind against FC Volendam and came back, beat them 3-2. Then we went 2 goals behind against FC Twente and come back and beat them by 5 goals to 2. I don't want to do it for the third time today because, as much as anything else, it jangles the nerves a little bit, to say the least. So they are today's tasks. In fact, I just want to check, because when was it, the round of 16? No, the round of 16 last year, we actually got through. We beat Sparta Prague by 5 goals, 4-1 in the second leg, 5-1 on aggregate. And then in the quarterfinal, we got knocked out by LOSC, Lille. Yes, we got knocked out by them by 11 goals to 5. If you remember, it was quite a thumping. I think it was 5 goals, 8 goals. I can't actually remember. Well, the other way of doing it, of course, is to actually go in here, go back to last season, and then it was 8. We lost 8-3 in the first leg, and then 3-2 in the second leg. So we got knocked out in the quarterfinals last year. Let's not do the same again this year. It'd be rather splendid if we could go and get a result. Right, it's a few days down to the game against Slovan Bratislava. I'm just going to come back just ahead of that with any news. And you come back and join me on match day, and no real news to tell you about, but this is how the first legs panned out, and how it's looking for today's. Atlanta have to turn around a 2-goal deficit against Basel or Bâle in their match. Bournemouth have a 2-goal lead over Voluntari, and at home Pushkas Akademus a 2-goal lead over Maccabi Haifa. We have a 3-goal lead over Slovan Bratislava. Besiktas have a 1-1 with Astramintos. Could go either way. Olympique Marseille have to turn over a 1-goal deficit against Zurich. Hoffenheim have a 2-goal advantage over Austria Lustano, and Valencia a 3-goal lead over Standard Liège. All the teams that played early in last week's matches play in the later games today. We're playing in the 17:45 game today as we go looking for a quarter-final place in this year's Conference League. We got there last year, only to get knocked out against Lille. So we don't want to do the same again, but we'll see who we get, of course, if we progress. Let's go and have a look at the team that will hopefully take us to the quarter-final of the UEFA Conference League. And here is the team that will face Slovan Bratislava in this second leg of the UEFA Conference League round of 16. 4-1 at half-time, effectively, and we're making one change today to the team that faced FC 20, and that's due to the fact that we have Van der Bosch unregistered. Rekic comes in to replace him. Otherwise, the team is very familiar. It's Bergstrom in goal, Van der Beek, Rekic and Rosier the defensive line. Latonda and Aydin start as the wing-backs. Varro is between them, although he's going to miss the next match against Nijmegen based on the fact that he's picked up 5 yellow cards and has a 1-match suspension. Stavanovic and De Leon are the wide players. Romney once again plays the attacking midfield role behind Stewart, who got a hat-trick last time out. The bench looking like this: Setford, Drambev, Elatim, Stansfield, Kasongo, Lukesa, Atesta, Leveld, Van Duren, Toure, Boumassoudi and Emil Hansen. And here we are back at the Manor Makers, playing our usual formation with a few tweaks, which seems to have done well the last couple of games. We've had lots of shots, and they're playing in an all-black kit today. Very smart with the numbers on the back. We'll see it as they come on the pitch. Playing a 4-2-3-1 again. Row with a corner. It's near post, but it was a very low one. Van der Beek to Romney. Latonda. Van der Beek defending very deep at the moment. Aydin back heels it to Rosier. Rosier to Van der Beek, back to the halfway line. Varro through to Stanovic. Stanovic going to cut it back, and Latonda puts it wide. We have a free kick. Romney with the free kick goes direct, and Janic puts it round the post. The only way he could deal with it. Stops it falling from anywhere else. Varro with the corner. This one a bit deeper. Zatko with a free kick. 16 minutes on the clock. It's headed clear. But Zatko comes on with it, but didn't hit it with any ferocity. Other corner. 20 minutes on the clock. Varro near post. Couldn't do much with that. It's headed back in though. Headed off the line. Oh, and a shot from outside the area. I think it was Romney. Janic with a goal kick. 35 on the clock. Ball headed out to Latonda. Van der Beek. Van der Beek to Latonda. Varro Varro through to Romney. Romney now goes on a run. Romney, what's he going to do with this? Has a shot, but it was tame in the end. 2 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. We are in the second minute of those added time. Be nice to get a goal just before half time. Rosier, Rekic to Varro. Varro finds Stanovic. Stanovic to Latonda, cross it into the area, but it's missed by Stewart. And it is half time. Last chance of that first half. Latonda crossed it in, and Stewart just couldn't get any direction on it. And only what I could describe as a frustrating first half, really. They're getting very whatever, because they've picked up 3 yellow cards. We've had 14 shots in that first half. Only 2 of them on target, which is a bit of a worry. But I have to say, they have defended well. I'm not sure they'd have needed a goal in that first half, really, to stand any chance of getting back at us. 1.61 on the XG. Sooner or later, we must score against their 0.13. And we've had 70% of the possession. How we haven't had a goal, I'm not sure. They have a free kick on 49 minutes, and they're going to take a lead. Barnett, referees questioning whether he was offside. He did look a bit, I have to admit, but no, it's a goal. Zatko, it's swung in, headed on, and Barnett puts it away past Bergstrom. And there is a train of thought here in my head that says, has Bergstrom, do we need to give Setford a run out? Bergstrom not getting there. They have a corner. Horvat, and they get another one now. We're in trouble. 4-2 on aggregate. Bergstrom. Rosier. Rosier out to Aiden. Once again, we've gone behind. Do we need to turn it on now? Romney finds Varro in space. Varro over the top looking for Stevanovic, who's had to go out to the corner flag virtually to get that. Latonda! Oh, and we've still missed. Romney, oh, in fact, it was saved. Or got a deflection, I'm not sure which. Varro with the corner. Deep one, back post, but goalkeeper comes out and collects. And the chance goes begging. Stevanovic had to go on a long run for this, and cuts it back inside. Latonda hits it first time into the area, and it was Romney who tried to direct it, but it come off the defender. And with 65 minutes on the clock, we're going to make 2 changes. Jeremy De Leon not having a good day out there today. He's been replaced by Drambev. Drambev going into the left wing-back position. Latonda moving forward into the attacking midfield on that left side. Stevanovic moving out to the right. And the other change that we've made is Ollie Romney also not having a great day out there. He's been replaced by Ergen Elatim. 66 on or 67 on the clock. Drambev with a throw in, and it was poor. And try to win that back, but we didn't. And if they score again, it's going to be a nervy finish here. Oh, cut out by Aiden. Well done and well won. Stevanovic on this swing now. Stevanovic, can he change it? He's played that through to Elatim. Aiden cross it in for Varro, who's put it over the top. And with 75 on the clock, we are making another change. I say change. We've gone 2 changes here, I think. Omar Rekic, who's had a poor day out there in defence, he's come off. Patrick Lavelde comes on as the wide centre-back. Van der Beek moving into the libero role. Rosier moving over to the other side. And then the final change that we have made is we have taken off Varro and brought on Edward Atesta. Elatim with a free kick. He's chipped this ball in. It's sort of cleared. Latonda, just nice to get back level. Latonda chips it in, but it's cleared upfield. Rosier is there. Rosier. Aiden. Atesta, who's come on for Varro. Lavelde. Van der Beij. Van der Beij finds Latondas. Nice movement. And Latonda is brought down. Referee signals for a penalty. VAR will look at it. Looks like it was a penalty. And is that our way back in? 78 minutes on the clock. It is a penalty. And I'm guessing it's Ross Stewart over the ball. No, it's not. It's Elatim. Elatim is the better penalty taker, I think. Elatim tucked it away in the corner. Whoa, so the goalkeeper went the right way. His 5th goal of the season for Ergen Elatim. And we are back level and a 5-2 lead on aggregate. Tucked it well into the corner. And with 87 minutes virtually on the clock, we're making our last and final change. Stansfield comes on the left in place of Thierry Latonda. Van der Beij picking up the ball. Aiding Attesta through the tackle, but he's lost it. I don't know what he was doing there. And that ball given away. Oh! Spondic. And he's got it in. Ivan Spondic has given them a lead again. And we are going to lose this match by the looks of it. Leveld had his arm up for an offside, which didn't come. And I don't know who this was here. Leveld should have put that into touch. They have a free kick. Novak. Bergstrom seeing it over the top. 5 minutes of added time. We're in the 4th minute of those 5 added. As we're behind. Stevanovic through to Stewart. Stewart. He's put it away. 22nd goal of the season. And we are back level. Didn't think we were going to do it. It looked doubtful. And I thought we were going down to a loss. But as it is, we've managed to do it. Not the way I wanted it doing. And good job we had that lead at the off the first leg, really. And it's all over. A 2-2 draw. A 6-3 on aggregate. Yeah, not the way that we wanted it doing. And again, 28 shots, 11 of them on target. This tactic, I mean, really prevails a lot of shots. And once again, Janic in the Slovan Bratislava goal actually has stopped us in a way, because if you look at the XG, should have had 4 goals out of that. 28 shots, 11 on target, 3.99 and 70% of the possession. They've had 6 shots, 3 on target, 0.79 and 30% of the possession. Defence is a little bit of a problem, and I think without Van der Bosch in that libero role, it does cause us problems. That's 1. And 2, I think Bergstrom needs a rest. And a roundup of the results. The draw will come up, I think, if we have a quick look at here. We are here. The draw comes up a week tomorrow in game. And it says semi-final draw. I think that is the quarter-final draw. Both the quarter-final and semi-final draw come in there. So after the Nijmegen game. So it may well be draw at the start of the next episode. Today's results then. Atalanta beating Bâle by 8 goals to 2. What a terrific result for them. Skamaka having 6 goals to his name. Is that 5 goals to his name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals to his name. They beat them 9-5 on aggregate. What a terrific contest that was. Bournemouth beating Voluntari by 4 goals to 0, 6-0 on aggregate. Pushkas Akademus 2-1 against Maccabi Haifa. 4-1 on aggregate. Of course, our 2-2 draw with Slovan Bratislava, 6-3 on aggregate. Besiktas 3-0 winners over Atromitos, 4-1 on aggregate. Olympic Marseille coming well back, 7 goals against Zurich, a 7-1 aggregate win. They had a player sent off after just 2 minutes, which didn't help them in the slightest. Hoffenheim 4-2 winners against Austria Lustenau, 6-2 on aggregate. and Valencia played out a 0-0 draw. So that lead in the first leg, 3-0, gave Valencia a win. So through to the next round, all the teams, in fact, that got through via the by qualifying to avoid the knockout stages, all the teams that were in the knockout stages have gone. So it's Atalanta, Bournemouth, Academia, Puskás Academia, Waalwijk, Besiktas, Olympique Lyonnais, Olympique Marseille, Hoffenheim and Valencia are the teams that will go into the draw. We will have that draw as soon as we have, as I say, quarter-final and semi-final draw coming up together. 3 days down to the game against NEC in Nijmegen. We'll be right back ahead of that with any news. And so it is. We've arrived at match day. We are playing the early match today in the Eredivisie. NEC Nijmegen are our opponents, currently in 15th place in the league. We are without Patrick Vieira, who is suspended after picking up too many yellow cards. And this is how the day will look. As I say, playing the early game. Feyenoord playing FC Emmen in today's games, and that's how it is. Feyenoord top, of course, going into this. We are second on 60 points, then PSV on 56, Ajax on 52, Volendam, Emmen and Almere City down the bottom. Nijmegen in 15th place. They do have a little bit of a cushion, a 4-point cushion over Volendam, but another loss, and Volendam, if they could win today against De Graafschap, could close that gap a little bit, which could cause a little bit of unease in that bottom bit. So we'll see what comes of that. Previous results against Nijmegen, on the whole, not too bad. We played them 7 times, won 4, drawn 1, lost 2. And the last 2 games that we played against them at our place, we've beaten them 4-1 and 5-1. Last time we played them at their place, in fact, we haven't never beaten them at their place, which is a bit of a worry. 1-1 the last time we played them. We lost 1-0 prior to that, and 1-0 before that one back in 23-24 season. In the 25-26 season, we lost 1-0. And last season, last season, we drew 1-1. So can we improve that? We've gone from 1-0 to 1-1. Can we win today? I'd like to hope so. And here we are for the game. It's match day 26 in the Eredivisie as we face NEC Nijmegen in this game. And as we said, we haven't beaten them yet at their place in the Eredivisie. Let today be the day if it is. One change in goal. Well, say one change, but a good change in goal. Setford, after I did say Bergstrom been having an indifferent time of late. It's 6.6 his average rating for the last 5 games. So we've decided that he is going to have a rest. And Tommy Setford gets a start in goal. Don't let me down, Tommy. Van der Beek, Van der Bosch and Rakic are our defensive line. Drambev is on the left. Leveld starts on the right. Rosier, who normally plays in defence, is playing as a defensive midfielder today. He's playing as a ball-winning midfielder. Lutonda is out on the left of the attack. De Leon on the right. Elatim is starting, giving Romney a bit of a rest. He's had a bit of an indifferent game last time out. And so Elatim gets a start behind Ross Stewart, who continues the attack up front. He's on 22 goals for the season, so why wouldn't you? The bench looking like this. Bergstrom reduced to the bench. Stevanovic, Romney, Stansfield, Atesta, Lakessa, Van Duren, Aiden, Kasongo, Toure, Boumassoudi and Emil Hansen. And the reason for Rowe isn't there is he's suspended. And here we are at Nijmegen. They've lost 4 of their last 5, drawn the other one, playing a 4-3-3 today with a defensive midfielder. We have won 4, drawn 2. We've lost all our red L's. in our tweaked formation. We are second on 60 points. Nijmegen are 15th on 23. First highlight comes in the 6th minute. It's going to be a long throw, not through, and it's headed away, but back out to Mabumu. And Decker, he's put it away. Oh, we've gone behind again. What are we going to do? And it's around about 6 minutes. We always seem to... Are we going to go 2 behind again and have to come back? I don't know. Decker in space and curled it lovely into the top, set for getting nowhere near it. Have a free kick, 18th minute. Has come back off the woodwork. It's not cleared. It is now. Well, the Tundra is out. In fact, there was an offside. Well, an ill-disciplined first half, and we've picked up 4 yellow cards for our troubles. Decker scoring after 6 minutes, and we've not found a way back in, unlike previous games. And we are struggling. We're starting to get a little bit more possession, but they've had 7 shots, 3 on target, 0.35 and 53% of the possession. We've had just 2 shots, which is unusual for us. Only 1. We've not gained the possession either, and 0.17. Need to have a look at the tactics at half time and try and find a way back in early in the second half. And not performing well at all. We are going to make 2 changes at half time. Leon, a poor game again, and I think he needs to be dropped. Stevanovic comes on to replace him. The other player not playing well down that right-hand side is Julian Leveld. He comes on substitute, he plays quite well. Starting again, seems to have a bit of a problem. Mehmet Aydin comes on to replace him. 53, Aydin with a throw into Rosier. Back to Rosier. Rosier had to go back to Rekic. Rosier nearly lost the ball. Van der Bosch. Eltim and Van der Bosch from distance, but over the top. Aydin with a throw in again to Rosier. Aydin crosses this one in. Not sure who he was looking for. Drambev has picked up an injury, which is bad news. Pulls it back for Latonda. Latonda into the area. And it's him! Gets us back level. 6th goal of the season. And we have a parity on 62 minutes. Just thinking about doing some changes. And it's maybe changed my perspective a little bit. And Drambev, nice play. Latonda into the area. Elatim created the space. Roof's caught off-footed. And with 62 on the clock, we are making 2 more changes, and it is only going to leave us with 1, and it's looking very much like Rosier will have to come off at some point or other because he's tiring, as is Thierry Latonda. I think what we might have to do is just switch the attacking momentum here a little bit. But for the moment, we have taken off Ross Stewart, brought on Ollie Romney, and we've also taken off the injured Drambev. Hopefully it's not too bad, and replaced him with Jay Stansfield. And as prophesied, Lorenzo Rosier has come off. He has been replaced by Edward Atesta in that defensive midfield role. Setford with a goal kick. We are in the 4th minute of 6 added on. Atesta out to Stansfield. Stansfield is very deep. Stevanovic. We've got Aydin there. Aydin, what's Aydin going to do? Ooh, nearly caught a deflection and caught the goalkeeper out. And it's all over. We've dropped 2 points and we've picked up a bucket load of yellow cards, which isn't good. I don't know how many we've actually got. We're going to get a fine for that, whatever happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I can see on here, and that's really bad news. 10 shots, only 3 of them on target, 1.07 and 51% of the possession. Not our best day at the office, although Jurgen Elatim did pick up a player of the match, 3 key passes, 7.6. We just didn't put the chances away, and not that we had many of them today. And, well, it's 2 points dropped, and I think that could be the end of our chance of winning the Eredivisie. Well, there's some good news in the midst of all the bad news. Drambev has only got a tight thigh. He's going to be out for 1 to 3 days. We've got 7 days down to the game against FC Emmen. So he should be back and fine and dandy. Right, give him a right pace in at the end of that, because we, for some reason or other, weren't firing on all cylinders at all. I don't know if it was a bit of a hangover from Europe or what was going on. Right, we played the early game, a 1-1 draw, but let's Feyenoord in, basically. We are 2 points adrift of them, and should they go and win today, which I think they probably will, the gap is 5 points at the top of the table, and also gives PSV a chance to catch us. Well, it's as we expected, and well, they have taken a 5 point lead, which I think probably is likely to be unassailable. 8 games left to play. It's not without. Feyenoord will have to slip up at least twice to let us in. Once, maybe. Twice, it's highly unlikely. Really annoying. And we just did not play well today. Good news is PSV lost 2-0 to Ajax. It means Ajax are close behind PSV, but it does mean that there remains a 5 point gap between us and PSV as it stands at the moment. Utrecht, they lost 3-1 to Vitesse. So we've well and truly secured a European place, but I'd like to finish top 2 if we can. Nijmegen's win over draw with us today does move them up on goal difference above Fortuna Sittard. Volendam, they had a 3-1 win over De Graafschap, and have managed to sort of get a bit closer to these two. And had Nijmegen lost today, they would have dropped into that 16th place. Emmen and Almere City, Emmen losing, of course, to Feyenoord, and Almere City, a 2-2 draw with FC 20, means that they're both on 14 points, 10 points adrift of safety, and it's looking almost like they are goners, as it turns out. Right, we are going to come back. We will have the draw in the next episode for the quarter-final of the Conference League and the semi-final. We're going to come back for FC Emmen, who are currently in 17th place. SC Heerenveen, who are currently in 8th place in the Eredivisie, as we look to try and keep pace with Feyenoord. The only big problem we've got coming up on the horizon is we've got a game against Ajax coming up. Yeah, that tells its own story, doesn't it? And if we needed to, that's the one that we could have the potential banana skin and finish our season before it's finished. And then it will only be a case of trying to close in on A, winning the Conference League, and B, finishing second and not succumbing to Ajax or PSV, although we've got PSV on the last day of the season. It's all to play for. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Not the result. We really just didn't do it. 2 draws, and we started to pick up a bit of form with this new formation, but it's suddenly hit a bit of a brick wall, as it were. And we might need to look to tweak again and hopefully start to pick up some results. But I do hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Going Dutch and our other series, bottom to the top, as they are released. And of course, new episodes of Going Dutch released every Tuesday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on the channel is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and all the rest of it. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 71. Until then, have a great week. Bye-bye.